Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 12. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 12. We see this. Not only was his sacrifice a selfless sacrifice, or a sufficient sacrifice, but we see in verse 12. But this man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down on the right hand of God. After he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever. This sacrifice is a substitutionary sacrifice. Kids love it in school. Where's teacher? Oh, you have a substitute. Yeah. Party time. You know, substitute, they're just there, and they read the newspaper at the desk. All right. No. Oh, we'll play games with the substitute. We'll change our seating order. Mix them up. But here, the substitutionary sacrifice, a substitute, what is it? Well, the substitute is a person or thing acting or serving in place of another. When I think of this sacrifice that Christ did for us, it's a substitutionary sacrifice. Whose cross did he hang on? Barnabas. Or Barabbas. Barabbas' cross. Barabbas is there in jail. Guess what? He's hewn out his cross. He's taken the wood, he's carved out, and he has his cross all ready to hang on the hill. Barabbas comes. He knows the time's coming. Counting down the hours, counting down the seconds. He knows the judgment's coming. He knows he's about to hang on his cross. The Roman guard comes in and says, Barabbas, you're free to go. What do you mean? Dude, you know who I am, right? I'm Barabbas. I'm the most wicked person out there. I did this uproar, and there's a lot of people killed, and I'm free to go. Well, why am I free to go? So this man, Jesus, he's going to take your cross. He's going to hang on your cross. He's going to die on your cross. What did he do? Nothing. Can you imagine Barabbas at this point? I mean, in total shock, like, he's probably trembling at this point. He doesn't know what to do. Because here, he spent years making this cross. And now the Roman guard comes and says, Barabbas, you're free to go. What do I do now? This is all I've done is the prison system. What do I do? Figure it out. You're free to go. You're no longer ours. A substitutionary sacrifice. We see our debt. Think of the song. We had debt we owed, and we owed debt we couldn't pay. We see Christ Jesus paid that debt. You think of Amazing Grace, the song that we sing. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Wow. We didn't have to do anything for it. We didn't have to work for it. We didn't have to pay certain money for it. Jesus Christ said, I love you. I'm taking your place. Wow. I don't have to pay for it. Our debt that we owe. And not just our debt. It's those in the past. Amen. Us today and those that are in the future. Amen. And Christ said, I'm putting all of this on me. So the substitutionary sacrifice, we see our debt, but we see Christ's debt. He said, I'm taking your place. You don't have to die. You don't have to pay for it. I'll be your substitute. Man. You think about it. You should think about this. You know, I was driving around, and in my spare time, I was just sitting there, just praying, asking God, and just reading over it. When you read this over, and you just sit there and read it, and clear everything out of your mind, you see the offering, the sacrifice that God made for me. Me. A a sinner. Me, but yet he said, I'm willing to go. Last, we see, yes, it's a selfless sacrifice. Yes, it's a sufficient sacrifice. It's a substitutionary sacrifice. He took our place. He didn't have to. Amen. They said, I love you. I'm taking your place. You can go. Lastly, we see this. It's a saving sacrifice. A saving sacrifice. Verse 16, Hebrews chapter 10. This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds will I write them. Verse 17, here you go. You might run a lap after this one. And their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. Now where remission of these is, there is no more offering for sin. Having therefore, brethren, boldness to enter into the holiness by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way, which he hath consecrated for us through the veil, that is to say, his flesh. And having a high priest over the house of God, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience, and our bodies washed with pure water. Here we see a saving sacrifice. What's the definition of saving? It's a preservation from danger or destruction or deliverance. Amen. At that moment of salvation, that moment where we turn from our sin and turn to God, we repented of it, saying, God, I'm turning from my sin, I'm turning towards you, I admit my sin, I confess it, I ask you to forgive me for my sin. God says you're delivered. He says, that danger, hey, that destruction, we've been studying Revelation on Sunday nights. Aren't you glad you're not going to be there? Amen. You read about all what's going to take place. The rest of the church happens, we're up in heaven, man, we have the marriage supper of the Lamb, we have the judgment seat of Christ, and guess what, down here on earth? Oh my goodness. All what's going to take place. The utter destruction, the utter wrath that's going to be poured out, and God says, I'm going to save you from this. You don't have to be a part of this. I would often think and wonder, reading Revelation, would God allow us to just see what he would do? I don't think so, because I don't think we'd be able to handle it. The danger or destruction, he delivered us from the wrath to come. He delivered us from hell. Amen. Not only the wrath to come is destroying the world, but he delivered us from hell. Amen. Manufacturers say this: hell is what God thinks of sin. Right. He says you're delivered. You don't have to go there. Isn't it awesome when you know, when you get saved and you come to that point of salvation? Here's the miracle. I woke up on my way to hell. I got saved. Now I'm going to bed at night, placing my head on my pillow, going to heaven. Amen. Knowing for sure, without a doubt, if something happened to me, I'm in heaven. Amen. I'm good. It may be a sad time down here on earth, but us as Christians, we know, hey, we know where they're at. And we know where we're going. We know there's going to be a reunion one day. But it's a saving sacrifice. That sacrifice was sufficient. Then we see the mercy seat, and we see God looks at us once we get saved, and he looks at us through the blood of Jesus Christ. He says, what sin? What sin are you talking about? I don't remember it. They're as far away as the east is from the west. God has a great seal for forgetfulness. Sometimes we forget our keys. My wife helps me every time I leave the house. We go through a list. Keys, phone, wallet, pen, glasses. And one time she wasn't with me and I forgot something. I got to where I was going. I said, I forgot. She said, I wasn't with you. I said, I know. But God sees us through the blood of his Son. Amen. He says, I don't know what you're talking about. Because what's going to happen is this: we get to heaven, we see the devil. We see in the Bible, the devil is an accuser of the brethren. Right. He's going to accuse us before God and say, hey, don't you remember what he did here and what they did there and what she did here? And you remember this? And God's going to look in the book and say, let's see, this day they accepted Christ as my Savior, I don't know what you're talking about. They're perfect. They're saved. This saving sacrifice saves us from the penalties.
Amen.
It saves us from the power of sin. We don't have to live in sin anymore. We don't have to live a sinful life. Once we get saved, we should follow Christ. We should become what Christian means is a little Christ or Christ-like. And we should follow in his footsteps. Hey, we're not going to be sinless. Okay? We're not going to sin less, but we should sin less. Okay? So, if we're going to follow Christ and we see his sacrifice, it saved us from the penalty of sin. We don't have to pay for it. It saves us from the power of sin. It no longer reigns in our bodies. You hear yourselves, your instruments as members of righteousness. Okay? Don't go towards the sin.
Amen.
But then one day it's going to save us from the presence of sin.
Amen.
What a great thing, knowing that we go to heaven, we're waiting for those that are here on earth. And guess what? One day we see what's going to happen. Here comes old Satan. And guess what he's going to have to do? He's going to have to look and say, man, I fought you. I thought I could beat you. And guess what he's going to have to do? He's going to be trembling because he knows what's coming. Okay? He knew what was coming in the garden. He's like, oh man, I know what's happening. And guess what? Here comes Satan. And just as the Bible says, every